This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. Today is Wednesday of the 29th week of the year. Our Gospel reading is Luke chapter 12, verses 39 to 48. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be sure of this, if the master of the house had known the hour when the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect the Son of Man will come." Then Peter said, "Lord, is this parable meant for us or for everyone?" And the Lord replied, "Who then is the faithful and prudent steward, whom the master will put in charge of his servants to distribute the food allowance at the proper time? Blessed is that servant, whom his master on arrival finds doing so. Truly, I say to you, he will put him in charge of all his property. But if that servant says to himself, 'My master is delayed in coming,' and begins to beat the men servants and the maid servants, to eat and drink and get drunk, then that servant's master will come on an unexpected day and at an unknown hour, and will punish the servant severely, and assign him a place with the unfaithful. That servant who knew his master's will, but did not make preparations, nor act in accord with his will, shall be beaten severely. And the servant who was ignorant of his master's will, but acted in a way deserving of a severe beating, shall be beaten only lightly. Much will be required of the person entrusted with much, and still more will be demanded of the person entrusted with more." That last verse is one of my favorites because it humbles me and challenges me. Much will be required of the person entrusted with much, and still more will be demanded of the person entrusted with more. I think that passage resonates because, friends, do we have a clue just how blessed we are? How much we've been entrusted with? How many blessings we have? How we have been gifted by God spiritually, materially, physically, relationally. We have so many blessings. Do we see them? And we have so many blessings. Are we living up to them? I find it such a powerful reminder that it's not what we start with that we're going to have anything to say about when we stand before the Lord. It's what did we do with what we were given? And that's why someone who is given relatively few gifts and blessings, but uses them wisely, will be praised because they used what they were given. And someone who is blessed with an abundance of gifts and talents and abilities, but wastes them, does nothing with them, oh, that's a sad day when we must stand before the Lord and explain how we wasted the gift of our life. This is a challenging passage, friends. And let me be clear. I love this passage, and yet it terrifies me. It really does. I can start writing on a piece of paper my blessings, and I can go for a very long time. I can just tell you, I consider so many blessings in my life that when I read this passage, I stand before the cross of Jesus and I say, "Lord, have mercy on me for the times when I have wasted what I've been given. Lord, have mercy on the times when I had an opportunity to love and serve, to help, to heal, and I just kept walking. Lord, have mercy on me, for you've gifted me and you've blessed me and you've entrusted me with much. Help me to live it, share it, use it. But Lord, please help me that I don't waste it." If this is going to resonate, friends, we need to pause for a second and just pause to say in our hearts, how have I been blessed? How have I been blessed by God today? What are the blessings that I see in my life right now? Kind of just write down 10, 20, 50, 100. It really doesn't matter. But just kind of summarize. Take just a minute to reflect on how have I been blessed? And then Lord, help me to live these blessings. Lord, help me to use them wisely, to be a good steward. You've given me this gift of life. Lord, help me to be worthy of it, to live it, to share it. And through that living and sharing, your love will flow. Through our words, through our actions. Lord, when I open my heart to following you, you will infuse that offering with grace and blessing. And through that offering, you will do extraordinary things. Lord, help us to be a conduit. Help us to say yes. Help us to live the gifts we've been given. God, help us. God bless us all. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend. And you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.